B is discussion of William Nolan Properties. Shirley, did you want to talk to that?
I can a little bit. I received a phone call at home one night from Bill Nolan. He's from California. He had originally purchased the property where Bowerville is, and also the old egg plant. And that Bowerville property included the property across the street, across from Ottoman Street. Then he went down and purchased the property that used to be the Pizza Hut, Pizza Derby property down here. He called me one night from California. He said, Shirley, I'm getting older. My kids are all located someplace out west. I have no idea why I have property in Sac City. I would be willing to give up the property to the city of Sac City if you thought you could do something with it. That doesn't mean he's going to give it up to anybody else. He'd be willing to give it to the city, and the city could do what they wanted to. There has been some interest in one of the pieces of property. The one up by Bowerville, I took a look at it the other day and thought, you know, it's a hard surface because they used to have gravel and sand and everything else for there. Maybe that'd be a good truck parking place. Kind of get rented out places to park trucks or something, keep them off the street. That's just a suggestion, because they do they don't keep them off the street.
We get a lot of calls up there from neighbors with trucks running.
Oh, idling up there behind Bowerville.
Yeah.
Well, see, they park up in the area
Yeah.
anyway, which they're going to have to put that anyway soon. You know, EPA's going to make them stop that. But anyway, he's not taking care of the property, so it's not doing us any good. We can't turn anything over and have it become part of the tax rolls until we get control of the property. It's kind of like the same boat we were with the Noble Manufacturing Plant at one time. Unless we have control of it, there's no way to resell it to anybody and have anything go to put on the tax rolls. So I hate to turn down somebody that wants to give it to you. There is a matter of back taxes now, and you probably have the figures on that.
Sure.
So that's
Just to give you the rough numbers, with the property that she was referring to up on Audubon Street,
Yep.
you're looking at roughly about a $500 cost to clear the back taxes on that. As far as the Pizza Hut property goes, you're talking about roughly about $1,000 to clear the back taxes on that property. They were both sold at tax sale about 15 months ago. I have put in phone calls to the entities that own the back taxes on them, and one has confirmed back that they would be willing to release it. There is a little issue here as far as how this process would work, because for us to purchase the property or obtain the property, we'd want clear title of the property, so the back taxes would have to be resolved prior to the transfer of land. I've got to call into Mr. Nolan now to see what his intent is as far as how we would go about that process of clearing the title. My question to the council is this something they want me to move forward on? I wanted to give them you all an opportunity. I'm glad Shirley's here, so if you have any questions, I know she's heard more from Mr. Nolan than I have. So.
You know, certainly if there's, you know, a private party interested in purchasing, I think, you know, that would be certainly worth something to ask Mr. Nolan about. I think it'd be better to have private ownership as opposed to the city.
Bill, though, if he was going to, at one time he had a price of $20,000 on the Pizza Hut property. If he knew there was a private individual interested in it, I'm sure he would want help his son for it. And I'm not sure that either of the interested parties are willing to pay that amount of money for that piece.
How certain are you that somebody's really interested in buying it?
Adam's had some interest, and
I had heard of two different parties, and I had confirmed with both parties that they were interested in the property if it is available. So,
Can't we get him talked in and given it to the Development Corporation?
the Sac Development, I don't know. He offered to give it to the city. I wasn't going to push him at that point, so I guess I can call him.
that's a question.
First, you'd have to ask Sac Development if they would be willing to accept it, and then we could call him back and talk to him about that.
I think that would be something to check into,
I
something that they do.
don't like the idea of the city getting involved with real estate. Myself personally, I hope it gets us done somehow. It should be done.
You always hate to muddy the water when you have the opportunity to do it, because we'd have been sitting here with that Noble Manufacturing Plant empty yet today if we hadn't moved on that. So, there are some opportunities.
Just going to check with Colin and see if we have to do it this way, that we can just quickly give it to somebody, give it back to the development company, let them handle all the real estate transactions and that we get into, we're gonna have to do bidding and everything, you know?
If he's offering to sell it to us,
Forgive it.
Give it,
right. Well, it's kind of hard to call it a gift. We're going to have to pay off the back taxes in some manner to obtain the property. There is some fee associated with this. But I kind of get what you're saying, Jim. There's a little bit of question about what our process and all this will be. The bigger concern I have, and what I would think would probably be the significant stumbling block here, would be Mr. Nolan understanding what process would need to be gone through to clear the title first before any type of transfer can occur, whether it's us or SDC. No one's going to want to take ownership of the property until the title of transfer is cleared on the back taxes. And I haven't heard from Mr. Nolan yet on, and that's why I'm trying to contact him, is to see exactly what the intent was as far as how to clear the back taxes.
some of our other communities have been able to do this, and the cities have gone ahead and taken title to the properties in order to clean them up or in order to gain them so they can put them back on the tax rolls in some fashion. And some of those communities have torn down two-story buildings, multiple two-story buildings to clear the land, so there is an opportunity to do that. That property's been empty for, I guess, how long would you guess? A long time, and it's not exactly the most desirable looking piece in the summertime when the weeds are growing too, so.
I have a question. The people that are interested in purchasing it, is it for something that's a viable business that would put tax money back in the city?
At this point, I simply asked if they did have interest in it when I was notified of it. I didn't ask what their true intent on the property was.
One particular interested party had told me that they wanted to obtain it to make kind of a green space, a really nice space downtown that would be attractive. Another person indicated that they would like to put up a building and have a going business there, so.
Has the issue of the submerged gas tanks, when it was Peace
That's
River-
gone.
That's gone, okay.
There's nothing on the title.
It's a green, it's not a Brownsfield, so.
Do we have enough information?
Would you like me to continue to move forward on it, I guess, is what I'm looking for is...
I think we need some options, whether it's us or SDC or...
And if you can clear it with SDC and then we can get
I'll
his
talk to Mike.
approval, I can
anything to
certainly
get
call it
back
back.
on the tax roll.
I hadn't heard from this guy for years, and I didn't even recognize his voice, and don't know how he even got my home phone number back.
Okay.
I've left him a couple of messages now, and I haven't heard anything back, so if
See,
you
and I'm not,
hear from him, please let me know.
well, he might not call you back because he doesn't know who you are. But he might call me.